Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I got a box, actually it was a whole bunch of stuff from Civivi and Sencut, and so I decided to kind of separate it into different videos. So today we're going to be doing the two Civivi knives and the Sencut knife. I can kind of tell what one is because there's a picture of it right on the front of the box. These are probably available at the time that you're watching this video, so I'll link them. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. And thanks so much to Civivi/Sencut for sending all the stuff in. So let's go ahead and start with the fixed blade. What is this called? Oh, the Mini Elementum fixed blade. Okay. So yeah, I'll link each of these knives individually in the description. Wow, they weren't kidding. That is tiny. Wow, okay. It's really small. I kind of like that it's so small. Because it's a fixed blade, right? I mean, I have like this is the knife I'm going to get out every time when I do like overbuilt knife videos and you got that guy flying in. Not as strong as a fixed blade. We'll use that. So it comes with a little sheath, and yeah, okay, it's got a chain there. So neck knife, right? But teeny tiny little fixed blade. It's just the whole. They just put two pieces of. How are these attached? Are they just stuck on there? Okay. Some adhesive or something? What's the steel? Did they print it somewhere? Oh, yeah, they did. Can we just barely see? I think it says Nitro V. Okay. Very thin blade stock. Little slicey, little thin thing. Okie dokie. That's pretty cool. Fun. Probably, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This probably won't get much of a review. There's not much to say about this, right? You can wear it around your neck and you can cut stuff. It'll probably end up being a giveaway item. Let's take a look at the Sencut. What do we have here? This is the Slashkin Guibortia? Guibortia. I have no idea. Let me know. Google the pronunciation, tell me how it's pronounced, and then pretend that you already knew. Right? That's what I am taking that power away from everyone. Okay. I have no idea how to pronounce it, right? I'll just Google it afterwards. So, oh, okay. It's not little. It is very extremely reminiscent of everything else that I've seen. Okay, nice forward choil there. A little different. You got thumb studs that are extended quite a ways out, but then again, you got a nice big forward choil, so it's not necessarily in the cutting path of anything. Actually, that feels pretty good. This is extremely, man, the action is super smooth. I think maybe the blade's heavy. I mean, it can't be that heavy. That's really, I mean, yeah, it's fall shutty. Is it loose? No? Okay. Is it centered? Yeah. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's a nice organized. Here's the thing. Assuming they do, there's nothing special going on with it. That's not a new profile, right? I mean, we've seen that profile a million times. It's fine, but it's always good to have inexpensive options. Yeah, so they have the G10 versions. They got a green and black one, right? So this is D2 and G10 or micarta or Guibortia wood. Probably not very expensive, which is great because that's what we need. We need, you know, in a world where everything is just, the prices are going through the roof, it's nice to see that there are still companies that are creating some awesome stuff at that very magical $30 to $45 zone, which is where I would expect this to be, especially the G10 version. So, okay, that's fine. That'll get a review, but I mean, it's going to be pretty straightforward, right? And then finally, the Civivi, don't know, Incisor 2, Incisor 2, gray aluminum, Nitro V, okay? Gray aluminum. I kind of like the sound of that. And scissor. What the heck? That's not what I was expecting. Why are karambits all? Is this a button lock flipper karambit? Oh my god. What the heck? Listen, I went from basically refusing to ever review a karambit on this channel to being introduced to not one, not two, but 3 different karambits this year that actually impressed me because they were either overly ridiculous or just interesting in nature. What is this? Has like a little unicorn horn. So it's got the tactical wave feature, right? So you can out of your pocket, right? Ah! Does anybody have a knife? I've got some lace potato. Ka-cha! Yeah, sure. Not just totally, don't worry about me, I'm nobody to be feared, but I am ready, right? Okay, so we have a button lock aluminum karambit. Here's another example. There are a lot of people got upset with me when I and I don't know why they got upset. I feel like people are just running out of things to get upset about, right? So they're like, this'll work. When I speculated, or not speculated, I pointed out, I said, some of these new button locks have a problem. I don't like it. And I kind of invented something to complain about. So I guess I'm kind of doing the same thing. Plunge drag is what I have been calling it, is when you push down hard on that button, and sometimes you don't have to. It's like on some you have to push really hard, and some it's just a little bit. But it's basically this guess zone where you have to figure out exactly how much pressure to apply to the button to get it to drop shut. Too little and nothing happens. Too much and it gets stuck because it starts to drag. This one doesn't seem to have it. You push harder. I can get it if I push really hard. So this is one where you have to push pretty hard, right? But it definitely affects some knives and not others. And sometimes it takes less pressure than others too, which is where I get annoyed. So it definitely is a thing. And I'm definitely justified in complaining about it, but it's not really that bad on this one. As proven by it was one of the newer Sencut aluminum button lock releases, it wore in. So if you experience that type of drag on your new button lock, right, that seems like a lot of the aluminum ones are affected. I have proof of one wearing in from where it was pretty bad and actually got almost totally eliminated after flipping it a few hundred times. And that makes sense that the material would sort of like maybe grind itself away a little bit or smooth out, right? So maybe not that big of a deal. Yeah, this is weird. This is definitely not what I expected to see from Civivi. And as much as I dislike karambits, because I just think not only are they not an attractive looking knife, but they also, it just sort of, I don't know, they help justify like this sort of fantasy lifestyle for certain people, I think, where like people, maybe their life is just a little too boring. So carrying a karambit makes them feel like they're prepared in a scenario where they're going to get attacked. Like where you can't see me, but I'm doing like karate moves, right? Not usually, not for the vast majority of people. And I know some people out there, maybe somebody has actually made use of this, and obviously some people live in areas that are a little more dangerous than others, right? But for the vast majority of us, it's just I'm carrying it. It's kind of like that meme with the guy in the corner. It's like, he has no idea that I'm a level 80 warlock, or whatever. These people have no idea that I'm carrying a karambit. But nobody cares, right? It's really just for you. But it's cool. It is. It's weird, right? It's just not what I expected from Civivi. And it's definitely, I don't think I've seen a button lock karambit yet. Pretty aggressive. What is the Nitro V? Okay. All right. Cool stuff. Super weird. One super plano, basically nothing new knife, and one radically different knife, and one teeny tiny little neck fixed blade, which is kind of neat. Fun stuff. Glad to see. Whether you like this or not like it, I think we can all agree it's nice to see Civivi taking some risks. Now, this might end up being wildly, like, just way too expensive, right? But I'm still happy Civivi's willing to take risks. They've actually proven here, and when I say take risks, I mean do something other than a folding steak knife, right? We've seen actually a few examples just over the last 6 months of Civivi doing different things, the GTC and a number of others, right? So that's cool. Happy to see this. You'll get full reviews on these two for sure. Probably not this guy. All of these will likely get given away during live streams. So if you needed a reason to subscribe, there you go. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.